welcome back to the Geekshack. This is the first of what we hope is many episodes of our podcast thing. Haven't got a name for it yet.
Working on that.
Might not ever have a name for it. See how it goes. But yeah, no, we're going to try something new, try something different. Going to just talk about us, really. Because it's our favourite topic, apparently, which is not that narcissistic. We'll just talk about ourselves.
Talk about us, talk about some of our favourite things.
And we want you to listen, because we really want you to know what we're all about. And if you don't want to know, then the door is either going to be over there or over there. Or behind you. I don't know your setup. I don't know where you live yet. Anyway, we're basically going to be talking about why we're doing this, what it's all about. And we've got a few questions from the audience, which makes it sound like we're doing it in front of loads of people. We just asked people on Instagram and they were kind of like, yeah, cool. Most of them really want to know really obscure stuff, and people want to know really specific stuff, and nothing in the middle. When we were like, yeah, we want some general questions, a lot of you were like, well, no, we're going to ask you really weird stuff or really cool stuff, which we also like. We're all for that. So I suppose, well, the first question we have is mainly for you.
Okay.
It's why is Geekshack? I don't think that is the question.
Why is Geekshack?
I don't, I'm paraphrasing, but it's along the lines of why Geekshack? That's even got shorter.
Oh, okay. So why Geekshack?
Yeah.
So during the first lockdown, I got incredibly bored after about a week or two.
Mm-hmm.
And I just decided to start recording some of my gameplay and talking about video games and geeky stuff. Started a little YouTube channel, started an Instagram, got some of my mates involved, went on Facebook, all that kind of jazz. Made about 5 videos, and then when lockdown was over and I went back to work, I lost all time and all motivation to continue with it. So it basically died and went into hibernation for a year until you approached me and was like, no.
I did. I think approach is a nice way of saying we met by me begging for a job at a place that shall be named nameless. But yeah, no, we met and then lockdown happened and then you were like, I really want people to be into Geekshack, and I'm like, I also want to be people in Geekshack. So I think when you approached me, I was kind of like down for anything, but I think that's just how I am.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you could approach me with literally anything, be like, do you want to try like bungee jumping and fencing at the same time? And I'd be like, never done fencing, but
You can bungee jumping?
I've not. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I didn't like do it the other way round. Maybe it's because I think I do bungee jumping. Do you ever do that thing in your sleep where your heart skips a beat and you fucking...
Oh, you feel like you're falling out of bed?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I class that as bungee jumping.
Every night.
Yeah.
Every night.
Especially doing it off a bridge. You know what I mean? It's terrifying, sleeping on a bridge. Don't do it. But yeah, no, that's basically how it came to be about. And then someone's asked, is it exclusively just the two of us?
For now, yeah. However, people can feel more than welcome to inbox us or...
Are you saying this is an open relationship? Are you saying we're not exclusive?
Oh, I'm just going to dig myself a hole.
That's fine.
But no,
because I too was thinking that.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Thank God for that. But no, if anyone does want to get involved in doing any collaborations or anything, our inboxes are always open.
Yes, they are. We would like to meet as many bright and bold and wonderful people as we can. So if you are interested, just let us know. Just spam us until we give in.
I have already got 2 requests.
If not, we'll spam you. Can you say who they are?
No.
No.
Not yet.
I'll put you right on the spot then. Because
No,
I didn't even know. I was like, whoa!
No.
People!
We've had 2 requests so far. Got rough ideas.
Yeah.
What we might want to do.
No, it'd be cool. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Geekshack in the long run will be less us two and more a community.
Yes.
Of geeky people that love video games and movies and all that wonderful
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. It's not like a one-size-fits-all mentality. It's kind of like if you're just into cool shit, then you're in the shack. Yeah. You're in the shack. You don't even need a key or anything. You're in the VIP suite of the shack.
Indeed.
Which
does bring us nicely to...
It does.
Out of us two.
Yeah.
Who is the geek and who is the shack?
I know, and I've been pondering this one. This is one that's kept me up at night. Truth be told, because part of me is like, I am the geek. But as this Q&A is going to turn out, we'll probably come to the conclusion that I am not the geek. I feel like I hide my geekiness quite well.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm ashamed of it or anything like that. It sounded really weird. I just feel like I'm quite discreet. I feel like at face value, you're like, this guy doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
But then the more you talk to me, and you're like, why does he keep talking about like elves and trolls and like
Just
nymphs?
everything.
He's got a weird nymph obsession. He's a nymphomaniac.
Oh, dear me. I was wondering which direction that was going.
I don't know what that word means.
I'll tell you when you're older.
That's fine.
Luckily, I'm really glad that you did say that you feel like more of the geek, because I would say that I'm more of the shack.
Would you?
I mean, it looks like I was raised in a shack. Just look at me.
No.
I'm an absolute creature. So
I don't know if that's true. I feel like, I don't know, it depends what you define as shack, because I've seen some shacks in my time. I've seen good shacks, and I've seen bad shacks, and let me tell you...
Have you seen big shacks?
I've seen Shack Fu in the Windy City. Oh, God. Sorry, Shaq. Wait, is you not thinking of Shaquille O'Neal?
No.
Who's Big Shaq? Have I just got wires crossed?
Big shack.
Saying it again.
Pop, 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 pop.
Saying it again and then making like gun sounds at me isn't making me...
Every day man is on the block, smoke trees. Do you not remember a few years ago?
I don't know.
No.
Have you... Right, okay, this is how you know I'm the geek, because I'm so introverted, I don't leave the house. So you were like, have you not seen that man in the corner? I'm like, you're the only man I've seen in a year. The man on the corner, smoking trees. Dear me.
Oh, dude. We'll move on.
I know, because now I'm just thinking that this man is responsible for making weird scat noises and forest fires, and I feel like he needs to be arrested.
You know what? After
you know what, Big Shack? If you're watching this, Big, you're not welcome in our shack. No, well,
don't.
Shaquille O'Neal though. You are Shaquille O'Neal's invited to the shack, but he can't fit in the shack.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Don't start beef with Big Shack.
Why? Is he really bad?
Yeah. He's as in terrible.
Oh, right, he's bad as in terrible.
Yeah.
Well,
that's terrible.
That's terrible.
So,
Warwick Davis, you would fit in the shack. There's
terrible.
like a little bunk bed thing for you in the corner, mate. Any day of the week. Look, I love Warwick Davis. Something about that man that makes me just want to kidnap him. If you're watching this, Warwick Davis, I'm not going to kidnap you. I'm pretty sure you have really good private security, but I will beat them. I will. Anyway, Tenable's a really good show.
That's Tenable.
I like. You know what I like about Tenable?
Go
on. Warwick Davis loves talking about himself.
Yeah.
Like, and if someone doesn't get a whiff of who he is, they're just like, oh, he must be the presenter. He's like, well, let me tell you something, sweet cheeks. I am more.
Do you know how many times I've been in Harry Potter?
Yeah, if a Harry Potter question comes up, he's like, oh, you better know this one. Oh,
I've been in every Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I'm amazing. Anyway.
Ewoks. He's like, I was a fucking Ewok once. Have some
That one
respect.
time. Marvel or DC?
It's a tough one. It's a good question, but it's a tough one. It's also not fair, because that's like saying to a parent who has both excellent children who have gone on to do fantastic things. One could be a fantastic drummer, another one could be a surgeon, and then going, but you have to pick one and say, well, one does open heart surgery, one's got really good beats, but both of them get the blood pumping. And I feel like that's just an unfair question. If it was like a 3, 2, 1 go question, I'd probably say Marvel.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I don't like DC. I feel like it's one of those loaded questions where if you pick one, you can't like the other. But I feel like that's unfair to say, because Marvel have fantastic properties, and I think they have done fantastic with the movies and now the whole Disney Plus thing.
Oh, yeah.
However, DC have really good underrated characters that do not get recognition they deserve. So like one of my favourites is John Constantine, purely because he's a Scouser, and you know, after Steven Gerrard, he's probably the best Scouser there is. So I feel like, you know, They did like a TV show with John Constantine. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. I remember it.
They did a show, and it was the guy. I think his name's Matt Ryan, and he played Edward Kenway in Assassin's Creed 4.
Oh yeah.
But he's Welsh.
Oh.
They also did a movie with Keanu Reeves once, and Keanu Reeves isn't blonde or Scouse.
No. Oh, see, for me, I feel like the movies definitely go in Marvel's favour. Like
Yes.
the MCU, absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, they are fantastic
You've
films.
got Infinity War, Endgame.
And they
Perfect.
consistently get better.
Yeah.
Because if you go back and watch them, they're still good. Like the early Phase 1 stuff is good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can't beat a bit of like Guardians.
Oh,
Or one of my favourite ones is Thor Ragnarok. Have you seen
Yes,
that?
yes.
That is like one of the best movies going. It's good action, a good story, and it's funny.
Yeah.
Like Chris Hemsworth's a funny guy.
Oh, he's brilliant.
Yeah, he's really good. No, so yeah, they're doing some good stuff. And I mean, the whole Disney Plus thing they've got going
Mm-hmm.
at the moment, or what's to come, like I'm really excited for. I'm
Yeah.
really, really excited for. But we still need that Black Widow movie.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know what's going to happen with that. I just want cinemas.
knows?
I want a cinema.
Who knows?
I want a cinema. I don't want the cinemas back. I want my own cinema.
We will make a cinema. Just to make
Scarlett Yo.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. You better give me a cinema. Why am I threatening everyone today? Like what? This is like the first full feature video we're doing, and I'm just like coming out with loads of beef.
You've literally started a war with Big Shaq and Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
And Warwick Davis.
Well, no.
You praised him, but then you started slagging him off a bit.
I know,
Harry
yeah,
Potter
that
and
was weird,
Ewoks.
wasn't it? Yeah.
So-
When I wouldn't bring anyone at harm, really. Apart from, well, I still don't know who Big Shaq is. I'll have to do my research.
We'll
Stay
watch it,
tuned,
we'll
for
watch
the,
it.
stay tuned for the next episode featuring Big Shaq, apparently.
Josh's reaction to Man's Not Hot.
Oh, did he
Oh,
sing
there we
that?
go,
Did he
there
sing
we
that
go.
song? Oh, mate, you know what winds me up about that song?
Go on.
So this is not a Big Shaq podcast, but what really winds me up about Big Shaq is that he's saying like, "Man's not hot, man's not hot." But I've actually seen that music video, and now I know who it is, and he's in like Miami Beach with like a North Face puffer jacket on, and you're telling me man is not hot? Man is an alien. Man is from another planet. Man is from Mars. The sun, maybe. You know what I mean? Get him in the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's Big Shaq because apparently never gets hot.
Oh, however, what I would say...
But he says it like being hot is a weakness. Like, I'm hot right now, and it's winter, and it's like 6 degrees outside, but guess what? Pretty warm. Not a weakness, just a human. Go back to your bleep bleep planet.
I can't cope with you sometimes.
I'm sorry.
No, it's brilliant, carry on.
No, that's okay.
However, what I would say in the Marvel v DC question...
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
is while the movies go in Marvel's favour, I think, for me personally, DC has the best villains.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that.
Like, the Rogue Gallery in Batman is just phenomenal. Like, you've got villains like Victor Zsasz, who is probably one of my favourite.
I think he's very underrated.
Just because he is just sadistic.
He got a good nod in Batman Begins.
Yeah.
But that is a 12.
2 seconds of screen
Yeah,
time,
but that is a 12. They couldn't really be like, hey, get onto this guy with like scars all over him in the form of a tally of the people he's killed. 12.
Hey.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, no, I totally agree. I don't think Marvel really has as stronger villains
No.
as DC.
They have good villains.
And the
But-
thing is, though, you could just list off a load of Batman ones, and they're all still good.
Mm-hmm.
Even the weird, quirky ones are still good. Whereas if you think of the movies, you've had Ultron and Thanos are like the main ones.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're right.
yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I bumped into Thanos in a dark night going down an alley, I'd shit myself.
Yeah, I would. I'd be very concerned, but I'd also be in awe because Josh Brolin plays him, and I love Josh Brolin so much. Like, he's just a fantastic actor.
But at the same time, if I was walking down a dark alley and Crazy Quilt from Batman appeared, I'd probably not be as scared.
No, I don't think I would. I'd come at him with scissors and cut that quilt right. Whereas Thanos, don't put him near a musical number, because imagine him coming down the street doing all this. Imagine that.
The worst West Side Story you've ever seen.
I know.
Are we going to be doing any Smash Brothers videos?
I'm not opposed to it, but the thing with Smash Bros is, 1, you're very good. 2, I don't know what's happening on the screen. my eyes cannot go where the characters have already been, if that makes sense. And I end up like with snail eyes where they're going everywhere. It's. I feel like if you were to put me on a bunch of acid, I'd probably be able to play. I think I think drug enhancements is probably the only way I could play Smash. But no, I like the characters in it, and I like the colours, and I know I sound like Simple Jack, but that's a Tropic Thunder reference. If your name is Jack and you are a bit dim, but it wasn't a dig at you. Really, just really like Tropic Thunder.
What I would say though, thinking about that, could make an interesting video, blowing your mind with Smash Brothers.
Yeah, no.
Because we do have a number of friends who, when lockdown is over, all of us congregating in one room and having one huge Smash Brothers talk.
No, I think that'd be a nice way to celebrate as well.
Mind.
The end of lockdown. I'd be down for that. So yeah, to answer your question, quite possibly. But now I feel like it's just got to be 3 dudes playing Smash Bros with me in like a Clockwork Orange type thing, just like melting my mind. Because when you say like I'm gonna blow your mind with Smash Bros, I feel like that's quite an invasive term. But I'm down for it. Told you, I'm literally down for anything. That's why I'm doing this video right now. Will we be doing any karaoke?
What? Twisted individual.
I don't know what that. I know what karaoke means, but I don't know what the question. What you want as an answer. Because if you want some Yakuza type karaoke thing, no, because we're not that good. If you want to get a pint and we'll see where it goes after lockdown, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's the point.
I mean, I think the both of us could do a really good Take On Me by Aha.
Oh, yeah. I can hit the lineups.
Yeah. I can't, but I'm just saying that I think we'd do a really good one. A good interpretation. An artist interpretation, which basically means it's crap, but it's going to be good.
One of us can sing, the other can do an interpretive dance.
Yeah.
Just in the car.
Well, it depends how big the stage is.
Or we'll make it nice.
We can't make our own karaoke. Like, hello pub, can we come in and make our own stage?
Oh, we can.
Well, he's going to try and do Dancing Dobby while we sing our...
And it's a 2-word question.
Right.
It's a very serious one. Fave bean.
Fave bean.
What is your favourite bean?
Right, so I have 2 that immediately spring to mind.
Okay.
One is beans from Even Stevens.
And how did I know? I knew that was coming.
Because it's just beans, isn't it? Like, if you watched Even Stevens and you know who Beans is, then you already know that is the favourite bean.
Yeah.
If you don't know who that is, just watch Even Stevens and then we'll agree. And then 2 would be Scene Bean or Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
Yeah, Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
Actually, you know what? Sean Bean over Beans from Even Stevens.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Sean Bean has brought more to my life than just a few gags, a few cheap gags in Even Stevens. But he was Ned Stark and Boromir, so that is why he's my favourite bean. What is your favourite bean?
Probably Mighty Beans.
Mighty Beans. Are they like the Mexican jumping beans?
Yeah, like little Mexican jumping beans you used to get, and they had little weird faces and characters on them.
Yeah.
And they had little tracks.
Oh, I do remember them.
That's probably my favourite bean.
Yeah.
To be fair.
What's your favourite bean?
That is the question for this video.
That is.
What
is you
your
can't just
favourite
ask
bean?
a question like that without being like, oh, mine's. Don't know.
Mine's
Spring beans.
What is a game everyone should play at least once?
The Witcher 3.
Okay.
Or The Witcher, well, I was going to say The Witcher in general, but the first one is trash. And I'm sorry, it is. I love The Witcher. I'm very, very keen on it, but the first one is no good. The second one is great in its own respective right. It has not as big of an open world, but it still has a lot of core RPG elements, whereas the third one is the best combination because it gives you a massive open world. It has a lot of good RPG elements, but it kind of makes it more accessible.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of like D&D-esque type stuff in number 2, which isn't in 3, but for good reason, because it's a really big open story with lots of things to do. And it's a fantastic world. It's beautifully depressing, and I mean that in a really positive way. Like, it really makes you feel immersed in what's going on. And the characters are fantastic. and it blows the Netflix series out the window. Right? The Netflix series is good, but come on, like the game is.
You can't compare the game with the Netflix.
The game for me, like, and this is going to sound like really weird, is like life changing because I've put so many hours into it, and the thing is that it's one of these games that have done like the Skyrim treatment, where it keeps coming out on different systems. So every time it comes on a new system or an old system that I have to then play it.
Yeah.
So I've played through it. I'm guessing I've more than 500 hours, I would say, which I think is good or bad. Depends on your perception of life, isn't it? Really. But no, I think that's a game that everyone should play at least once in their life, because you play the main story. Then in the main story, you start off in the starting area, which is White Orchid. After that, you're like, wow, that White Orchard bit was like huge, and I thought that was the main game. And then it takes you into the world, and then it just blows your mind, and it's so good. And plus, it has one of the best characters in it, which is the Bloody Baron. Now, if you picture the Bloody Baron as Mark Addy from Game of Thrones, you know the king in the first series, like it's him to a T. And I think that's just my spirit animal. It's always like, oh, bloody piss on this and piss on that. You know what I mean? And he's like, fuck that Sky High. And I'm like, yes, mate, fuck it, Sky High. Me and you are like best buds. So that's my favourite thing in the world is The Witcher.
Favourite thing in the world.
Yeah, it is my favourite thing in the world, and I think everyone should play it once.
See, for me, I don't know. It's not one game, okay. So cheating a little bit, but the Portal series.
Oh yeah,
for me,
that's good.
Just because number one, it's just my favourite game of all time. Anyway, but just if you want to play a game where your mind will melt and you won't have a clue what's going on, and you'll be struggling for hours to figure out the logic and physics and how it all works, and that is the perfect game. Yes,
no, it is good. I like the second one because Stephen Merchant.
Yeah.
He's also a man in my life who could do no harm. He's fantastic.
When I started playing Portal 2, and it opens up and you wake up in the bed, and then the next thing that you hear is like, hello, let me in, say apple. No, you're jumping there. My mind was blown.
Yeah.
Because when I think it was the demo, it was either the demo or it was just a sort of example video before they released it. It was a completely different voice actor.
Oh, right. I didn't know.
So that's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
And they just used someone else to basically fill in. So I was not expecting Stephen Merchant to suddenly just pop in
to play Wheatley.
To Portal 2 to play Wheatley.
Yeah. And it's decent. There's Portal 2, the one with the gels. And you can bounce. That's such a good mechanic. I love that.
It's a fantastic mechanic.
Now I just want to play Portal. Can we play Portal after this?
We can play Portal after this. Don't you worry about that. Josh, important question. What is your favourite Mario game and why?
I've been dreading this question. I've been dreading this question because I've never played a Mario game. Because, here's the thing. Here's a little backstory. I missed out on the whole Nintendo thing, like as a kid. Like I got the PS1, and then PS2, then the original Xbox, then 360, and so on and so forth. My Nintendo Switch is the first Nintendo I've ever owned. Like I'd play like Game Boys and stuff at friends' houses, but I'd never ever had my own. So I missed out on a lot of like cool things. Like obviously I know who Mario is.
Yeah.
And he's got. I've played his brother's game, Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion is my favourite Mario game.
Luigi's Mansion is a class game.
Luigi's Mansion is my favourite Mario game. That's what I'd have to say. Okay. But I really want to play the one where he possesses dinosaurs.
Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, I really want to play that. Like, I like the idea of him just doing an odd job throw.
It is a cracking game.
And then possessing people.
It's a cracking game and it's a very unique mechanic.
And I also want to play the XCOM style game with the Raving Rabbids. And I don't know the name of it. It's like Battle Kingdom.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's probably wrong. And Battle Kingdom people are going to go nuts.
I think it's Kingdom Battles.
Right, well, it's close. If you know what I'm on about, then cool. And pretty much, I like the idea that it's XCOM, but with Luigi sniping rabbits. Essentially. Yeah. And I'm down with that. I'm more than down with that.
All the upper class British people are loving that game.
Yeah, I know. They're like, make him a millionaire, make them foxes. Yes. I don't know what a bloody XCOM is, but we'll blast the fuckers. Oh no.
Oh,
It's a video game. You can kill fictional beings. It's all fine. Lay off, Peter.
see, favourite Mario games for me. Again, it's not an individual game, but the Mario Kart sort of just idea as a whole.
Yeah.
Just getting a group of mates round, all the way back when it first came out. Having a group of mates round, all competitively playing, racing each other. It gets heated. I have launched multiple controllers across a room, getting annoyed that just as I'm about to cross that finish line, I get a blue shell. But it's a lot of fun.
From what I've heard about Mario Kart is, it's got layers to it.
Yes.
Because I remember in one of my old jobs, there was a guy on his break playing Mario Kart on his Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just looking over his shoulder and I was like, this looks cool. And he's like, do you want a game? And I was like, well, not really, it's a little screen. And he was like, no, just hit the Joy-Con. No, this is the first time I picked up a Switch ever. And he's like, yeah, just play Mario Kart with me. So I did it. Played Mario Kart with a stranger on my break. And he whipped me. Like, he was just like, laps. And he was like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And I'm like, that's the first time I picked up a Joy-Con. What are you talking about? And he was like, you need to pull the trigger to drift. So I did that, but I went even slower. And I was like, what is happening? So I would like to get into Mario Kart more. It seems fun.
See, big Mario Kart players, the ones that know all the little, the hidden routes and the ways of like speeding up and drifting and all that kind of stuff. They are some of the most competitive people ever, and they treat you like idiots if you don't know how to play. Almost like Call of Duty players.
Right. Yeah.
Like Call of Duty players. If you get called a noob, you get absolutely annihilated.
Oh, they say a lot worse now. Kids have evolved, mate.
Kids have evolved.
Kids have evolved, but not even into adults. They've just turned into bigger kids.
Do you know how many times my mum was threatened as a kid?
Oh, I think like most of the year 8s in the UK, I've slept with my mother. That's what I hear on the Call of Duty chat. You know what I mean?
Oh dear me. What's your favourite Call of Duty game? Just off topic.
I haven't really played a Call of Duty game in a long time. I think my earlier memories of Call of Duty have been tainted because when the 360 was coming out, I really wanted one. Like I had the original Xbox, and I really wanted a 360. Wasn't really bothered about PS3 at the time. And I was like asking my parents all the time, "Can I get a 360? Can I get a 360?" And my dad was like, yeah, okay, we'll get a 360. And it came, that was the time when consoles came with games.
Okay.
Like, you didn't have to, like, buy extra stuff. It was like, do you want a 360? And Call of Duty 3? And your eyes, like, beam open.
Of course.
So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll dabble in the Call of Duties. Though games have evolved and have better game mechanics now. But at the time, it was all very static. Like, so you'd be holding the gun, and anywhere you looked, the gun would go with it. If you were to hover over to a character, it'd say, like, someone's name, Colonel, whatever.
Gaddafi.
Yeah, Colonel Gaddafi. Yeah. And then sometimes, like in the games now, you'd look at someone and they might, like, dip the gun. It might be like, no, you can't shoot them, this, that, and the other. And it's coming off like games like Halo where you could literally just shoot the Marines.
Yeah.
If a Marine had a sniper, you could be like, I know we're on the same team, dude, but you've got that sniper. So, sorry, get running. So I was just listening to this guy giving orders, and my gun is pointing at him, and it says his name like Colonel. I don't know what his name was in Call of Duty 3, I can't remember, but you put the gun in, and it comes up with his name and stuff, and he's talking about it. And my dad doesn't care about video games, and he certainly doesn't care that I wanted to play them and that they were an interesting hobby of mine. He was just like that typical dad being like, don't understand it. What is this technology? And he walked past and he was like, you trying to get yourself shot? And I'm like, you have to bear in mind, I'm not like the age I am now. I'm like early high school. If that, maybe. I'm about year 7. So, and he's like, trying to get shot. And at first I was like, this is really weird. Why am I getting threatened by my dad? He's like, happy Christmas, are you looking to get shot? So I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you're pointing that gun at the colonel. You're gonna have to get some serious discipline. You know, like he thought because I was listening to the character and me a private was pointing at the colonel, then that I was like literally, it was like treason. Like I was about to like I was about to get severely done in. So, and I had no words for him because at the time I didn't know. I couldn't be like, well, it's just the mechanics of the game. You know, and say it's all complex, and in the future they'll probably be able to dip you. You know what I mean? I couldn't do any of that. So my dad was literally just like, "You're gonna get shot there." So that's probably why I don't play.
And that was the last time you ever played.
There's the set. The set's just like blew up.
That's the last time you ever played Call of Duty.
It was one of the last times I did play Call of Duty because Call of Duty 4 came out, and I loved it. But again, everyone was with the insults.
Yes.
Everyone was just giving it large. And again, I don't know how, because I know for a fact that all my mates in year 8 had no sexual experience. So for them to have the audacity to be like, you know what? Not only have we slept with your mum, we slept with your sister too. Way. And it's like, I don't think to do that in warfare. I'm going to sound like my dad here. I don't think you kill someone and then go up to your enemy and go, and I've shagged your mum. You know what I mean? I feel like that's not part of the rules of engagement.
So the next question is, how many hot dogs can you eat?
See, there's a lot to this question. There's a lot of layers. Because is it hot dogs on their own? Hot dogs with buns? Hot dogs with sauce and condiments and onions? What type of hot dogs? Like nice frankfurters? Tinned shitty ones? Or the like German ones you get at Manchester markets and you bite into them and you don't know the field of hot cheese and it bursts the roof of your mouth open and your day's ruined because you can't talk or drink. What hot dogs? But probably about 3. I mean, if you want to see 2 guys eat hot dogs, I mean, it depends what you're into. Either way, we're going to have some lunch. Might film it, let us know. And that might be really good for some people because, you know, like when you want to eat, but you know you shouldn't. Like if you want to eat someone, Jesus, bloody hell. Come back to the intro video of nightly activities, dearie me. Kinky ass cannibal. No, but you know, like when, like if you see someone eat about like 2 large Dominoes, like one of our good friends does a lot, you could get that gratification of watching them being like, no, I don't have to. I think that would work for me. I'm going to start getting into this.
It just made me hungry.
I'm going to start getting into this mukbangy business. Is it what it's called?
Mukbang, not mukbang.
Oh, right.
That's something very different.
I have a way I'm loving it. Copyrighted shit. Slammed.
Oh. Do you want to come drink rum and play Pokemon?
That sounds lovely. I actually like rum. I like Pokemon to an extent. So the answer to your question is yes, plain and simple.
It nicely goes on to the next question, which is also from the same person, which is what Pokemon would you be? Any Pokemon you want us to be.
Yeah. Why don't you tell me what Pokemon I am, and then we'll talk. No, I think I'd either be one of 3. I think I'd be a Snorlax, just because that's just who I am. A Jigglypuff or Poof, however you pronounce it in the part of the world you're from, Jigglypuff. You know, he's just a little pink fucker. I feel like if I didn't have a beard, then that's probably why. Okay. But also, if I didn't have a beard, I might be Geodude.
Geodude.
Yeah. Who did he evolve into?
Graveler and then Gold.
So who's the one? Pokemon people, don't come at me. But who's the one who looked like a big rock worm with like a unicorn?
Onyx.
Yeah, but was he the end one or was he the start one?
Onyx was the first one that evolved into Steelix.
Right, because he was also cool, but Geodude's like just a rock with arms, isn't he?
Got one. I'd be...
Who did he turn into?
Steelix.
Who's the Machop guy?
Machop.
Is that his name?
Machop and then Machop.
First time.
Wonderful.
Yeah, they were all good. Probably all of them. Either something really cute or something really aggressive.
See, I'd probably be either a Loudred, which was Gen 3.
Over my head. Were they on Pokemon Yellow?
No.
There we go then.
They were just very loud, and I can be very loud.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm laughing, which I've done too much of today.
Like Mr. Mime, he likes a laugh, doesn't he?
Mr. Mime likes more than just a laugh. Have you?
What does that mean?
I'm gonna literally put a picture up right now, and you tell me.
Right, I'll watch it back.
Right, okay.
You'll get a phone call later.
This next time.
Yeah.
Or I would be an Alakazam.
That's good.
No, got a spoon so you can eat anywhere.
Mate, there was some good Pokemon, weren't there?
Mustache, pretty smart.
Yeah. I like some of like Ghastly. They were cool.
Oh,
I like the ones with clever names like Kangaskhan.
Kangaskhan.
I have a shiny Kangaskhan in a frame.
You what?
My sister one Christmas got me a shiny Kangaskhan.
Oh.
Don't know why. She must have thought that was my favourite. It's not. It's Charizard, really.
Charizard.
I remember going to like some weird, like you know when Pokemon was like really really big.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere sold Pokemon cards. I went to like a garden centre with my parents as like a kid, and I was like, I don't want to be here. Plants. Ooh. So I thought, go to the shop, get some Pokemon cards. And you know when they did like the dark versions?
Oh yeah.
I got a dark shiny Charizard. And
it's grating me that you're saying Charizard.
And it's just...
it's really grating me.
Well, you know, Pokemon was really good back in the day.
Pokemon was fantastic.
Yeah, maybe that's what I should play on my Switch.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get a Pokemon game. Which one would you recommend?
Well...
Because there's Let's Go, Eevee and Pikachu,
Well,
and then Sword and
Let's
Shield.
Go Eevee or Let's Go Pikachu, because then it's literally your Pokemon, the OG Pokemon game.
Oh, is it?
That we love.
Is it really?
Yeah, just
right, I'm gonna get the Pikachu one because I don't know who Eevee is.
Next question. Have you got any Yu-Gi-Oh plans? I would love to get into it again and meet people.
Oh, so it's quite a nice one, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you think about it, like the end, and he wants to get into a community. Whether we have any plans, I don't know.
As of now, we don't have any plans. However, considering we've said that we want this to be like a community thing, who knows? You may end up meeting some people and, you know, be able to play Yu-Gi-Oh via Zoom.
Maybe if you want to teach me how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, that would be fun.
Hit us up.
If you're interested in that, yeah, let us know.
Random collab video when this is all over, or over Zoom. You can.
What was the other one that was like? It wasn't like Yu-Gi-Oh, but it was at the same time because everyone was trying to clone Pokemon, and they also wanted to include toys. Was it Beyblade?
Yeah, Beyblade or Bakugan.
I don't know that one. I know Beyblade because it was so nonsensical when you think about it. Like, two spinning discs clash into each other, but if yours breaks the other one, that must be the strongest. When it's not, it's all physics-based. But for kids, you put a little monster in the middle, and then, yeah, I'm only sour because...
You clearly...
I always
got
lost.
Warped.
I did.
Beyblade.
I did, yeah. I can't even remember any of the creatures in Beyblade. When I said before I'm discreetly nerdy, it means I'm nerdy to an extent.
I think we just... Swap, change it up, swap roles, keep it exciting.
Well, we're geeks in our own areas, which is good, because I feel like stuff like this, certainly Nintendo, I would say, with like the whole Pokemon thing, you'd probably know a lot more.
Yeah.
Whereas if it comes to what sword or oil do I apply to kill a Leshen in The Witcher, I'm like, well, I'm down. Let me just pull out my encyclopedia and my tomes and I will read them to you now.
So, future video, a quiz.
I'm down for a quiz.
You.
I'm down for a quiz.
Me versus you.
Yeah, I know. I'm happy to. I'm happy to do a quiz. I feel like if there are other questions for the quiz, we'll do a quiz. You get some because you give me some, and I'll give you some, and then we'll get some from the people.
That works.
I think that's only fair.
I'm down for that.
Do you get belly button fluff? Not even have you got it. Do you get it? Like it's. Do you get it? Do you get belly button fluff though? Do you understand the accumulation of belly lint? Or is it
the scientific term?
Yeah, or is it like, or how do you actually have it? Is it that? Because the answer to both is yes. I understand it and understand where it comes from. Don't know. There's no follow up though. It's not and how do you get rid of it? Or how do you mean? There's no other question. It's just you have it. So I feel like you should be happy with us just saying yes.
Yeah. Because
it's a loaded question. Because I feel like if we said no, you'd be a bit disappointed. And we're not about disappointing people here.
No.
Do you have belly button fluff? Do you have belly button fluff?
so the two questions for the video: favourite bean.
Yeah.
And do you get belly button fluff? They're the two. Take that away with you.
Yeah, take it away with you. Get out of here!
What is your favourite musical?
I've only recently been getting into musicals within like the last, say, 2 or 3 years, because it's never really been for me. But I've started to give them a go. I think the ones that I've seen, like with my own eyes, like live in a theatre, would probably be No, I've not seen Hamilton. I don't know why I said that. Hamilton is the part 2, is the Book of Mormon, and Waitress. I've seen Waitress, and that was good. But then Hamilton is also a very good one, but I haven't seen that live. I would love to, but not as Lynn as Hamilton, which is an unpopular opinion. But
I feel that.
I'm not throwing away my shot. Like dead hype. That's my Lynn. It's really shit.
It's all in the back of his throat. When he's talking.
I know.
For me, see, I also do love Hamilton,
it's very good.
And I've also seen Book of Mormon live. And again,
Book of Mormon is great.
A phenomenal.
It is very, very good.
I also on YouTube there is a group called Star Kid, and they make some like musicals and stuff, and
that's cool.
And put them on there for everyone to see. There's 2 called The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals, and then a follow-up musical called Black Friday, which are both horror comedy.
Yeah, you've told me about the Black Friday one.
They're cracking. I do thoroughly enjoy them.
I'll still have to watch them. I like the one. I like the idea of the musical. Or the guy who doesn't like musicals.
It's brilliant. It's alien comes down and basically inhabits everyone and makes everyone sing and dance like they're a musical. And there's a guy who doesn't like musicals who has to try and survive.
I'm down with it. Would you class Nightmare Before Christmas as a musical?
Yeah.
It is. It's a musical.
It's singing, isn't it?
Because that would also be one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Or like other Disney things. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be ashamed. I like Frozen. Frozen 2 is actually really good.
I haven't seen Frozen 2.
Frozen 2 has got a great soundtrack on it as well, and like people have done covers, like Weezer did a cover
of
Is it? I'm Panic. No, that's Panic at the Disco did that one. Or at least the guy from Panic at the Disco. Because he was probably covering the song while everyone else was panicking about the disco. It's like, if not one of us is panicking about the disco, then what is the band? That's the way I see it.
We are now at our final question.
No, wrapping up.
Josh, I want to know your best and worst part of 2021 so far.
I mean, it's early days.
Very early
days. The best part, and you'll have to forgive me for sounding a bit soppy, is doing this. And no, I feel very grateful, very, very lucky to have an opportunity like this, especially in current circumstances. Timestamp for the future.
Yes.
When you watch this back and you're like, whoa, what's a Rona?
What's a Rona?
So I feel very fortunate to be able to do this. And the worst part is probably at some point recording this, the camera went off and I had a full-on heart attack because I thought we just lost literally all our footage. And I think if I was close to a heart attack, that was it. My face has never gone so hot, so fast, and I got pains, like I was clamping my chest. And
it's also a good job that we managed to retrieve the footage.
Yeah, we have.
Because we couldn't even get just the audio and do just a podcast because the microphone also wasn't recording.
Yeah, the mic that we were trying to use didn't record the audio. And we, prior to recording this, spent probably a good hour testing that everything was fine, and then it didn't. I guess these are all learning curves, but we appreciate you sticking with us and giving us the time of day and the patience, because we're learning, we're picking up things along the way. We hope you've enjoyed it. And what are your best parts?
My best part is probably doing this with you.
Yes, it's been fun.
I'll agree.
It's been good.
Worst part. It's just the Rona, innit?
Worst part. Yeah, that sucks. But let's hope November 22nd, 2021 is going to be good. I have a date I said before. We'll make a video on that day. I have to make a note. Like, I had a big tasty this month.
I had a big tasty.
You didn't like your big tasty.
Big disappointment.
Yeah, you didn't like your big tasty. That's really strange because I really liked that big tasty.
Big disappointment.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, I've also had a Domino's recently. That was nice. They do like a kebab Domino's now, and I don't know how I feel about that.
A kebab Domino's?
Yeah, like pieces of doner meat on the pizza. I feel like it's not. The thing is though, if we're talking Domino's, it's chicken strips.
Yes.
For a place that is meant to primarily sell pizza, they do surprisingly good chicken strips. So yeah, if you go to Domino's, order yourself 14 chicken strips and then like a small pizza, and thank me later.
I feel like after this bit of conversation now is when we're gonna order some food and record a mukbang.
Yeah.
Because now I'm getting peckish.
Oh, that Domino's used to do a stuffed crust as well as a hot dog. I'll stop talking about Domino's because I'll tell you why I'll stop talking about Domino's because I think it's the worst pizza place, but it's also one of the closest to me.
Yeah.
I like independent places. I like a proper Italian oven-baked pizza, but I'm being a bit highbrow with that, I know. And also like a good Papa John's. The Papa John's around here sucks.
Yeah.
We're not going to say where this is.
No.
Just in case Papa John is watching and he knows.
And you'll never figure out where we're from.
Never.
Because you've got his accent.
You've got my
accent.
In fact, I would like you to try and guess where he's from and where I'm from. Because that would be great. Because I've had people saying they think I'm from this place.
Yes.
And I've also had people think I'm from this place. And I've all been wrong.
And I have the distinct accent of a commoner. So.
But if you do let us know, we know you've made it into the video. Because we also did hints throughout the video where we might be from. Yes. Certainly me. But yeah.
I didn't. I definitely didn't.
No, he didn't. He's smart. He's a smart boy. But with that being said, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. I'm going to say it. Like, comment, subscribe. Is that what they say?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
I was thinking of something else then. I was thinking bookmark, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Follow, yeah.
Follow on Instagram.
Follow, like, double like, heart.
Like the
poke. Is poke still a thing?
I don't know if you can
poke the Facebook.
Like the Facebooks.
Yeah.
Inbox.
Shout in my face, we like you.
And hunters.
My tummy's grumbling now.
Yeah, right. Let's go and film a mukbang.
Bye-bye.
Bye. We could do a mukbang.
No.
Just a mukbang of hot dogs, man.
No.
Just us eating and having a chat.
Wait.
That's what a mukbang is. What did you think a mukbang was?
I thought it was the bumhole thing.
No, it's not the bumhole.
Right.